Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Grand rising people, and good morning to y'all out there in the DMV and the rest of the area. This is your girl, Reese, aka the best that ever did it. Yes. And the fine author of this fine book here. Yes, this book is some good stuff, and it definitely is. Look, for a limited time, we got your Shades of Blue and the super product called Molly Moss, Sea Moss. It's good for the body. Give your body 92 minerals and vitamins. It got a lot of good nutritional value. Help for mucus, immune system, energy, and all of that good stuff. And even your hair and your nails and your face, your skin. It even helps that. Okay. He takes the sea moss and he prepared it a couple of different ways. You can get the 8-ounce gel jar, which he is offering a discount on when you purchase the book and the sea moss together. You get a $10 discount. Shades of Blue and Molly Moss sea moss 8-ounce jar. Now the gel form, or should I say like gelatinous, it looks like little jelly. You scoop it out with a spoon, and I think the serving is 2 tablespoons, or maybe one. This is the big spoons, because I put it in my tea and I let it dissolve, and it dissolves down to nothing, and you can't even taste it in there. You can put it in your hot teas or hot coffee, whatever you drinking that's hot, or people can take it straight. Or some people I even seen, this is ingenious, mix it with applesauce and eat it like that, like as a snack, but as long as they're getting that deli amount in there. He also does this thing that is so delicious. It's fabulous. It's my favorites. Is the lemonades and the teas. They taste good. And you can't even tell that it's something good for you. Now, how often is it that you taste something good that's actually good for you? Right, exactly. So definitely, it fooled my son. He used artificial sweeteners. I'm not going to say artificial. He used natural sweeteners to sweeten his lemonade and teas, such as honey and agave and good stuff, like that. He doesn't use the white sugar, simple syrup, or none of that. No sucrose, fructose. He doesn't use any of that. But it still is pleasantly sweet and delightful. The teas and the lemonades are so refreshing, especially after you take it out of the refrigerator. It's nice and chill. Woo! Yes. Also, he do a thing. I haven't tried it yet, but everyone who has his smoothies. Molly takes the sea moss and makes smoothies. He can make any type of infusion that you want. All you got to do is tell him, and he do, or I should say, he will deliver depending on the radius or where he got to go. That might be an additional charge depending on how far. But what I'm saying is no excuse why you can't get your shades of blue and your sea moss on. Okay. That's what you should be doing on a weekend when you're relaxing and taking care of yourself, reading a book, shopping your mind, and taking sea moss to sharpen that immune system. All righty. Oh, stepdaddy in the house. Good morning, Lee. How are you? When Lee come in, I'm going to ask her how she was. And then when she come in, I'm going to ask her also what she did this weekend. Hey, and congratulations to Stiletto. I heard you won the competition yesterday at the Arlington Draft House. Congratulations. And in case y'all didn't know, there was a competition. It was like 24 different local comedians. And I'm going to say established comedians because all of these comedians have been on big things. You know, you've seen them doing their thing. And these are other comedians that also host their own rooms. They went to a battle head-to-head, and Stiletto won. I talked to Gwen this morning. She was one of the finalists. From what I understood, they broke the groups down into 5 groups, 5 people on the stage at the time, and the best joke win. Gwen won for her group. Clarence Nixon won for her group. Stiletto won for his group, and Dwayne Watts won for his group. So those 4. So they went to head, boom, boom, boom. And Gwen was one of the finalists, but she didn't knock Stiletto out his box. So congratulations on that. And Anthony Oaks hosted. So congratulations, fam, to all my comedy people and all that good stuff out there. Lee, speaking of comedy people, don't you got something coming up on the 9th? Let's talk about it. It's Monday Madness before we get into our hot topics. I can't hear Lee. Maybe she can't hear me. Well, Lee got a show coming up called 5 3/4 of Men. Lee crazy. She crazy. So she got a show coming up on February the 9th at the Galactic Panther. You guys get out there and you know, and support and show her some love. The comedian she got is all of these comedians I love. I know we got Erky Burke, Brian Birch. We got Lee, Lester P. And I guess I forgot the other guy, Timmy T. I think that's his name is Timmy T. I'm not familiar with Timmy T, but I know everybody else that's on the show and on the lineup. So this is going to be a great show. This time, Lee's not doing the hosting; she's actually performing. I said, "How about that? You headlining your own show? Go ahead, stop, do it." So, kudos to that, and everybody go out and love and support the show. And Philip Page is on the show, I think. My man Phil. Yep. So y'all go out and do that. I don't know why we can't hear you, Lee. I don't know what's going on with the volume. Well, I had a lot of good stuff that I wanted to talk to you guys about, but we're having technical difficulties. That's another reason why I'm so mad about Monday Madness today, because I'm mad anytime we have technical difficulties, because technology is supposed to be at the forefront of every innovation and every creativity and all that. But I had a video to share about the first lady who put the 3D in 3D. And she comes right here, Black lady, and lives in Maryland, right here from Maryland. So, and I bet you guys didn't know about that. I had the video to share about that. I may save it for Tall Tale or Turn Up, or when we're able to share the videos that I had. because I went through the videos, had commentary set up for you guys and everything. And it was like, I want to say like 8 different video clips. So 8 different video clips right there that, and with the commentary, boom. I'm still waiting for Lee to come in with sound. Lee, I can't hear you, Lee. You don't have no sound, baby. Can't hear you. She's going to go out and come back because I couldn't hear nothing, and I don't know where the rest of the crew is. I don't know where, but they'll come, and when they come, they'll come in and we'll laugh and we'll have a good time. So who ended up winning the Super Bowl? Do any of my people know out there? Let me go on Facebook and see, because I don't see any comments. I'll make sure that I'm even up as well, because I don't even see anybody comments. And y'all know when technical difficulties, when things like that happen and they come up. Let me see. Okay, Kiani, where you at? Okay. I need my sportsman. Who won the Super Bowl? Hey, Ron. Hey, honey. Do you know who won the Super Bowl yesterday? Was it the Ravens? Wait a minute. It was the Super Bowl yesterday.
I know Super Bowl, Reese.
That wasn't?
No.
Why was everybody? Everybody was all upset yesterday.
That was to go to the Super Bowl.
Oh, so who's going to make it to the Super Bowl?
Kansas City again and San Francisco 49.
No, that means the Ravens didn't make it. I'm sorry, Ravens fan.
Ravens, they weren't even in the playoff. Oh, you said the Ravens? Yeah, they lost.
Ravens, right?
They played terrible. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Baltimore. In Baltimore.
Oh, man. Lee, say something. We can't hear you.
What up, Lee?
Turn your volume up. That's you got to click your volume.
Way up. I'm turned up.
Now we can hear you. It was your thing. Because you just clicked something and it came in. That was you, baby.
I didn't click.
Nah, that was in screen guard settings. I just cut her up. She was low.
See, I didn't do that.
Okay.
But good morning, everybody. How y'all doing?
Right.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little strange this morning. I woke up for another day with a damn nosebleed. I don't understand it.
Could be a couple of
Nobody
things. I
punched me
this morning like this. You sure nobody punched you in the nose?
Yeah, I ain't in jail or in the cemetery.
Nobody punched you. I woke up.
I mean, I wouldn't be at the cemetery already. Yeah.
Monday Madness. Woke up, head feel like I had water in my ears. Like, I don't know. But I woke up funny this morning.
Water in your
water. I felt like my head was my ears, was stuffed up. Sometimes like
you've been to a high altitude.
It was hot in here last night. It was hot in here last night. So not unless I was having what did Slicky call it? Because I was talking to Slicky last night, and all of a sudden I got hot, and the creases in my arm, like where the elbow started sweating, and under the neck started sweating. I'm like, what the hell is happening? And he started laughing. I was like, you having a hot flash? I said, I don't know. I don't think this is a hot flash. And I just felt like really hot, and I passed out. I was talking to him on the phone. I was just like, so I'm too young to have hot flashes. I hope that's not what it is. I hope that's not what it is. Did I really have a reason to be mad this morning? Monday Madness. I hope that's not what it is. Because I don't think I can't control that.
Once you turn 17, 18, you start getting hot flash. Heck, once you start your menstruation, you get a hot flash.
I don't know. I don't know.
So what's happening? Thank you for the push there for the ninth. I needed that. I've been the 9th. I'm putting something together for the 16th, and you know my birthday, March 1st.
Yeah,
I'm trying March 4th. Yeah, but the 4th is on a Monday, so I'm doing it on the 1st.
Okay. First, second. So you're doing a Friday. So you're going to be busy every weekend. You're saying
for most part,
that's every weekend. That's a lot, Lee.
For the next 3 weeks. For the next 3 weeks.
Back to back.
No. I have 1 week between the 1st and the 16th of March. I mean the 16th of February. I still have a week. I think, if I'm counting right.
Well, the February this 9th. That's the first one.
You're right. Now that listen, I woke up this morning to a nosebleed. I'm not thinking. It feel like it's still trickly. And there's nothing I can do about it. I go to the doctor today, though.
Put a cold compress on the back of your neck.
I think that might be where it's coming from. It's either coming from that or these eye drops that because it burns when it goes in, because it goes in through my eye, and then it goes into my nose, and the next thing I know, I got this burn, and then maybe later on, I'll get a bleed.
It could very well possibly be new medication.
I mean, that's my science. That's not my medical experience. That's just my body science. That's the way my brain works, I would think.
Could be. My man Ron Hunt is on here, Mr. T-shirt man himself. Anybody, I'm gonna tell y'all now that if y'all need a T-shirt with a smart zippy logo, he can make anything with the logos and all that stuff. Family reunion shirts. Hook you up with the person to do it.
I got my logo. I just need a person to do it.
Okay, and if you got the coins,
don't count. Let's not advertise the price. Let me and him do that.
No, I said if you got the coins, he got the time. There's no we don't do pro bono work.
That's a nice sketch. But what I'm saying is just hook us up. You don't negotiate the price. Let him and I talk about it.
I ain't said nothing about the price, ma'am. You did not hear me say nothing about the price. Do anybody know the price? No.
Coins is price.
I was letting them know that this is not for free. I'm letting everybody know coins is money. But I did not say what the nominal fee was. That remains, that's his business. His business and his client's business. It ain't my business. It's only my business to tell you that he got a good product, but it's not for free. You got to pay for the product.
The
only reason why I'm saying it and throwing it out there because I know people in our culture, we always want our friends and families to hook us up, right? But you don't ask it of no other establishment. Well, we only ask it of ourselves. And
because only thing we ever knew was the barter system back then. We still got the barter in us. I would say
you should have the barter all across the board. You don't go to the Versace store, another store. What's the hookup? Give me this, give me that. But you come to the establishment and be like, you know what? I need to hook up. Your book is $25. Well, can I get it for 20? Can I get it for 10? Can I get it for the price is the price? But we don't respect that of each other. You know, and if it's your price, my thing is if the price is the price, right? And if you don't have it, then I'll be back when I got some more funds. You know, because everybody, you know, I know people like inflate their prices, and if I say no, that's a little too steep for me, then that's okay. But I'm not going to come to you and ask you, can you give me a discount? Can you give me this? Give me that? No. If I say I can't afford it, then you come and counter offer me. It was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna take it down. That's something totally different. Because that's
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Give me the hookup. Can you do this? Can you do that?
I don't. Hookups require too much attention. I used to do the club. I used to do the club thing. Hey, if you let me in there, I get rid of these CDs. I give you the hookup. The hookup costs a lot. It costs a lot of visual in the person that you hooked up. Because most times, once you do that, that's the person that's gonna cause you a problem later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a lot. You have to. It's a lot of attention because the person that you hooked up, if you hook them up, most times you probably look at that person and you trust that person. You believe in that person. You're like, you know what? Out of all the people, I haven't done this. I'm gonna hook this person up, and that'd be the snake that bites you in the ass.
And that's exactly what happened to Montgomery County Superintendent Monique McKnight. She is the first female superintendent, and she happened to be a Black woman from Montgomery County. So she suggested this guy for a position as a principal at another school, right? It might have been somebody she know, a pastor. Oh, like, oh, I know there's a good principal. So they gave the man the job, and she didn't know nothing about that he had complaints for sexual harassment or harassment, right?
Yeah, I heard about that shit.
And now they want to take her job. She gave somebody a chance. They messed up, and now they want to take her job. You know why they want to take her job? Because they're holding her accountable. Okay, I get that. But why aren't they holding people also accountable that did the interview process, that knew he had these infractions against him or complaints against him? They ain't saying nothing about them. They just going for her, and she the one that didn't know. Why didn't the people come to say, you know what? The candidate that you suggested has these complaints against him.
Right.
You know, they didn't know that for it seems like a setup. Why wouldn't you tell her that her candidate is no good? Why? Because you know, when we do, no, that's not a good look. If I'm doing something and Molly know that I'm doing something wrong, you know what Molly tell me? That's not a good look. And then I understand that what he means, like, nope, that's not good. So I don't do it. You know, if you trust in your friends and the people you got around you in your camp, because sometimes you can't see what's going on, and they might have the insight and they know, and then they don't tell you and let you walk in. That's an ambush.
Absolute ambush.
And I'm following the story. I don't have children in Montgomery County schools, but I wanted to know, why are they trying to take this lady down so hard? Is it because she's a woman? Is it because she's a Black woman? Because this is the first woman superintendent. Are we dealing with racism here, colorism, and masculinity at the same time? I'm just curious. Are you saying
yes?
I'm trying to find the story and find the explanation. Why are they doing this? If you got somebody that's doing a good job.
All of the above that you just responded, in my opinion. Because number one, you remember when we was having this debate that by association is not a crime? Remember we was having that debate?
Right.
You know, people get convicted by association. You're saying that's not a crime. I said it because to them it's a conspiracy for us to do it, but for them to do it, it's good. You know, for them to help each other kill somebody or sabotage someone is good. But for us to do it is by association. But then when it becomes criminal, it becomes a conspiracy. So right now, In my opinion, they're conspiring to try to get rid of her. Now, this man, when they vetted this man for that position, whoever the process is, and see, I've noticed in Montgomery County they've done that twice. That they've hired somebody that have had, one was a pedophile, and another one was something else. Yeah. The other one that been about 2-3 years ago. He had charges from 2 different schools where he had molested some children or tried to somewhat.
Wow,
not this guy.
Not even
Not this guy. Not this guy. Not this guy. Not this guy. But when they vetted them, it something happened with the background check didn't come back in time for the time that he was able to start to work, and they put him to work. They didn't find out anything about him until he had been there maybe a year or 2, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And the person that hired him, that gave him the reference, nothing happened to them.
Did the person that gave the reference know about his history, know about his past?
They're saying, from what I read, and I did have 2 eyes at that time, from what I read, the first guy, the guy that referred the guy the first time, knew about his first offense, but did not know about the other 2 or 3 that he had.
Well, 1 is too much for me. 1 is enough. And that's the whole thing. The lady, when they was vetting him, they found the information out, but did not tell it to the school superintendent. Why didn't you pass that information on? Why would you hold that back? Because I would have been like, Lee, the dude that you want for the position got some complaints. And then if you would have said, okay, so what? Still hire him, then it'd be on you. But for you not to even know that, and that's what that case is. She was like, what did I do? She didn't do nothing. Because my thing is, we all know I can say I want that person for the job, but it's process and procedures, and you still got to do your work, your ABC work. And amongst your ABC work, you found out, they didn't turn in this paper, they didn't do this, they didn't do whatever. Then you let the bigger people know, look, there's a problem. When I was vetting this person, this came up. And
that's right.
You don't do that. It's like they're stacking the deck against you. And that's not good. Now he because he was accused or found guilty of sexual harassment, of harassing his employees, not the students or nothing like that. But he was just a male chauvinist pig. And he was found guilty. Now they want to throw the superintendent. That's throwing the baby out with the wash water. Isn't that the same?
Yeah, that's my select. Where you find that at? You been going through my notebook. Where you find that at? You been going through my notebook.
That's an old saying. Ancient. That's an ancient saying. They were saying that before you was born. When you was the baby.
Yeah.
When they were trying to throw you out.
That's my. Hey, that's a part. That's a part of. That's one of my abortion jokes.
Throw the baby out with the wash water. That's the dark humor. That's dark humor. Speaking of dark humor, I don't know where the contractor is or where none of the peanut gallery is. But I tell you what, they only got 30 minutes because at 11:30, showtime starts at 10:30, 11:30. I got to start honing in on making sure whatever we talk about, we can get into this hour segment because I do want to take the show to the next level and have people look at it as a valuable talk piece because the Morning Mac Show, it stands for music and conversation. It's just entertainment and conversation, but I want to be able to get it on a bigger level. So that means if I have to cut down the time and make sure that we stay on track, stay on topic, if I have to revamp some things, guess what? I'm going to be revamping my ass off. To make sure that show
say it.
And people are heard and they can do their point, but they got to do it within that time allotted for us. because sometimes we tend to go over ridiculously long. I'm guilty of it myself because when I start running my mouth off the topic so good and hot, it runs over. But Jennifer Hudson show and Sherry Shepherd show, this show is nowhere near that, but it will be one day, and I know it will be. And I can't have all the shows going all over willy nilly. That's part A and B for the shows, and I gotta have the control of the show. So, and and all that good stuff. So, with that being said, we're gonna have to move some different ways, and it's gonna have to be a respect thing to go back and forth between myself and the panelists and each other. Because I'm a professional, honey. Yes, I am. Despite of what anybody say. And I take my job serious.
Do it again. Do it.
Did I do that? I didn't do that. I didn't.
Yeah. You did this.
Because I gesture a lot. I think I am a handsy person. I think I am. But
it was just fun. The way you moved just now, I just said do the other side, Make sure you're doing both. I'm a professional. See how you threw your head back just now?
I throw my head back a lot when I laugh. And somebody else told me I rock. She said, Reese, you look like Ray Charles because you rock it. Your eyes, you can't see your eyes. She said, I do my blind man rock. And I said, well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe visually impaired people rock a lot. I don't know. Maybe we move a lot because we're trying to get our balance, because I've also noticed when you can't see, your balance is off. And if you don't believe me, try this. When you're in the shower, right? Make sure you hold on to something. Close your eyes and still try to move your body like you normally do. Close your eyes. You open your eyes, you're going to feel dizzy. And you're going to be off balance. For some reason, that sight balance, everything works in harmony with the body. So when your sight and hearing and all that, and when that's off, it gets you off. And you get off balance. And that's what that's what they do. I got a video coming in. Molly got a video for me. We about to play the video. We was having technical difficulties, y'all. That's why the first half of the show, the videos wasn't coming. But my super producer was back there working it out, y'all. He gonna work it out. So I had some good topics and some good videos that I wanted to share because I vetted these videos. I have commentary ready and everything. Let's see what first video he got. I sent him like 8 of them. What's this one? Let's go.
In Eritrea and Ethiopia, they tend to appreciate matter skin more. I would allude it to colony, mental colony. Actually, it's not only East Africa. Even if you go to the southern part of Africa, people say, I like lighter complexion and things like that. This is basically the beauty standard that was portrayed by partly religion, partly the Renaissance art, the influence of Michelangelo and others on the paintings of Jesus, paintings of Saint Mary, paintings of all these things. Surprisingly, we had a Saint Michael's picture in our house where Saint Michael is killing a devil. So the painting of Saint Michael was just white European guy. And the devil was a black African guy. Mm-hmm. And you find this picture literally in every household in Eritrea and Ethiopia. Imagine if you grow up with that picture in mind as a child.
Yeah.
It has an impact, like the source of all good is white or light. The source of evil is dark or black. And to the extent even in politics, you would hear very strange words. They would say, well, in Eritrea and Ethiopia, they tend to appreciate lighter skin more.
Now, that was a talk on colorism. The guy was talking about colorism and how he grew up. Now, we know that colorism, one, exists. That's the first rule of the devil, thinking that he don't exist. But if we know about the colorism and all this stuff, and we know that there's a problem, how do we stop it? How do we rewrite that narrative? How do we fix that problem? And like he said, it is ingrained in us ever since we're born, we're children, that they always have that picture of the white Jesus in the house. And that symbolizes good. So in the back of your mind, you think everything that's white that is good for you, which is actually in reality just the opposite, because everything that's white isn't good for you. White flour, white sugar, white powder, anything. I mean, but if you grew or you groomed a certain way, it's going to take years of deprogramming to erase the video that they've been playing in your head over and over again, even subliminally. They still doing subliminal messaging with that. And with that being said, if we know that there's a problem in our world, not just with the U.S. country community, but in the world with the colorism thing, how can we stop the colorism and fix? The only thing that I know of that can squash all of this crap is pure, unadulterated love of oneself, love of God, first God, yourself, and everything around you. That's the only thing that could wipe out any colorism, any hate, any segregation, anything to make people feel that they are and they belong. And that's love. Molly, what you think about that? About what he was saying about the colorism thing?
I think they've been programming us since we've been before our time and before our people time, but they still doing it. You know, they use certain images. If you think Jesus was white, of course you're gonna think white is good. You know, if you think the devil was black, of course you're gonna think your skin is bad. You know, but as you get older, you should educate your kids and educate yourself on those things not true. You know, color is not really anything for real. White, black, brown, yellow is really about the person. You know, you got different colors on the outside, but we all the same on the inside. That's why you can do a heart transplant, or you can get somebody's kidney and live. They don't never say it got to be somebody who's white, or it got to no. It just got to be a match, and sometimes it be white people that got a match from a black person. That's why it's a lot of human trafficking going out here. You know, people really out here trying to find a good heart because they got money, but they just ain't got the body to live. And if we were so much different, you can't take something from somebody that's different than you. That's like having a Mercedes Benz and you can take the engine from a Ford or the tire from a Ford and put it in there. That ain't gonna work. You need that brand. So if white people can actually use our kidneys and things and live on, we can do the same with theirs, then we the same. It's just a different color. You can see a red bands, a black bands, a white bands. It's still a bands. Just because the color is different don't make it not a bands. And that's what we at. We just starting to realize that we all bands, but they just the white bands. But for some reason, with the white bands are just way better than all that. No, it's still a Mercedes Benz. What's your thoughts on it, Lee? I can go on about that.
Lee, is she with us? She must be frozen up again. Lee?
Yeah. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead. What was your thoughts on what Molly just said?
Y'all are breaking up. I really heard some, not all of it, and I'm sitting here just trying to take it all in, because I didn't understand what the African guy was saying either, because it was all broke up. I mean, it was like staticky. Can you hear me very well?
Yes. Oh, look, Felicia's got a comment, Molly. Felicia said, what do y'all expect? Europeans control the world, of course. They think that they are better than the rest of the world. And therefore, there is teachings that we are not receiving. That's exactly what Molly said. We have to teach ourselves. We have to make sure your children and your family is taught things. That this like having pride in the community. That's culturism. That's culture. You got to make sure your children and everything know that they're culture, because one culture can tell you that we're smarter than you because your brain. Because one of my friends' mama told her that black people brain is smaller than white people brain. That's why we talk and act the way we do. And they believe that if you're taught that in your culture as time that you're a child, you're going to actually grow up and have that ignorant thinking. And that's all it is, ignorance. And not saying that ignorance is something, but ignorance is just you're uneducated about things. And if you can learn, then you can get out of being ignorant. And they call people that's a dummy. Dummies are people that cannot learn, that don't know how to click it. So people, ignorance and being dumb are two different things. Ignorance is you don't know something. And when they say somebody is a dummy, that means they can't learn something. You can't teach them. So if your ignorance is that you don't know, and when you know and you still don't learn, then yeah, you're a dummy. Sorry, but if it applies, if it applies, it flies. A hit dog will holler. So if anybody just didn't like what I just said, I said it in plain English, and I'm gonna stand on it on the right foot. I'm not gonna back up on the left. It is what it is. Then that's me. That's how I feel.
Yeah. But I mean, looking at what we have to start trusting. You said, what can we do? We have to start trusting each other. That's our problem. We don't trust each other.
Lee,
we don't. I mean,
we don't be trustworthy.
What?
We got to be trustworthy.
Yeah, but how would you know? How would you know if they? How do you know if you just met me? If you didn't know me and you trusted me when you first met me, you giving me the opportunity to prove that I'm trustworthy. That's just the way we have to do. I mean, we're electing people that we never met, but we trust in them. But we can't trust in each other.
We trust to a certain extent. I sat back. I gave you the opportunity. I trusted you enough to give you the opportunity so I could watch you, so I could see what you do. And then as I watched you, I trust you even more because I was seeing what you were doing. That's why when you first met me, you said I didn't talk at all. I didn't talk much. I was just quiet, and I sat back, and I looked. That's because I was deciding if it's worth me saying something or not. And if I start liking you, then I talk to you, and I start communicating. Because if I don't like you about what you're doing, I'm not even gonna waste my time with conversation. I'm gonna bend my head and move right on.
You spoke. I mean, you spoke. You didn't know me. I didn't speak. I mean, I didn't see anything at first either because I wasn't sure if you was normal at first. Remember, you was like, because you would always be in your phone, and I'm like, is she normal? And then you was like looking at me like, fuck you looking at me like that for? And then the other folk doing what they was. It's just about trust. When you want to trust somebody, you know how.
How was I looking at you? Oh my gosh, no.
We'll do this off stage. We'll do this off the show. But it's about trust. It's all about trust. You just got to trust each other. Yeah, I saw the picture. I saw the visual that you had just now. That was so funny. But anyway, yeah, I think it's still about trust. Sometimes we trust the wrong people, or we trust the right people at the wrong time,
or we trust too fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
sometimes you have no other choice. sometimes you have no other choice. That goes along with, if you've been knowing me for 40 years, okay? 40 years you've been knowing me, 50 years you've been knowing me. I have sisters and brothers that they, you know, and someone come back and tell them, you know, I got, you know, I got this job. Do they know you did this? Do they know I didn't do that? Well, so-and-so said you did. It don't mean that he actually did this. It just meant that someone said he did it. Now they got, if he wasn't prosecuted or penalized or whatever it was that he did, and he wasn't convicted, he didn't do it. And now this woman got to go by hearsay. I don't know. I have not seen any court or don't see this lady is being prosecuted for what someone else does. I don't see it. Just don't make good sense to me.
Now in Montgomery County,
I can't hear
exactly you. That Molly, can we set up another video, Molly? But that was the video about colorism and how do we stop it? And like Molly said, we have to teach our children from A1 day one. The parents, before my child hits school, they are required to have a certain amount of knowledge of oneself. Like before they go to school, they need to know their name. They need to know certain things, right? So we should take it a step further and educate them. Everybody not going to do it the same. Maybe you don't even know what to educate your children on, but that's where the village come in at. If I don't know something, I'm going to ask my auntie. I'm going to ask my OGs. And then if they don't know it, they're going to ask their OGs. And then if they don't know it, that's what they do. They ask their network of friends. If I don't know something, like, hey, you know about this. Lee, do you know, have you heard? It's called asking a question. So I can get the proper information to pass it on to the youngins.
You have a good circle. I said you have a great circle to ask. Everyone don't have a great circle to ask. I mean, I don't know who told the joke. I think it might have been, I forget who told that joke. So you knock on a dumb kid's door and two dumb parents come to it. So what the? You got to have a great circle.
Out of the circle, you got to trust to go somewhere else and get the answer. If I don't have the answer, you got teachers. You can ask other people. It don't have to be your family. Create another
Some kids
circle.
don't know to do that. Some kids don't know to do that, and they're too embarrassed to ask. Just like some of us adults, too embarrassed to ask
for help
about things. I don't have a problem. I ask. I'm gonna ask. Am I taller than the Empire State Building?
Forget it. If he don't know, F it. Slicky said, if he don't know, F it. You can't do that. Because some things you need to know, or you be sitting
that's
in the
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's where people are. If they don't know, why I don't need to know. I mean, some people. I met some folk when I was in Tennessee. This man said he had never been to Kentucky. Kentucky was 5 minutes down the street. He could walk there, cross over in Kentucky, and come back in 10, 15 minutes if you don't get overwhelmed, because there's a store down there you can buy some snacks in. So you say a half hour, he'd be right back. He never knew. I told his sister, I said, put his ass in the car and drive right down the street down there. Y'all go get 2 sodas, bring me one back. Here's $5. They went, came back, and he says, would y'all believe it? I went to fucking Kentucky. People, that's what we do. Didn't know it was that close.
Sisters that take care of men. You spoil a man. Any woman takes care of a man. He's your child. Therefore, you can't honor him in the role that God wants him to play when you've made him your child. You can't love him because your nature won't let you love. what can't maintain you, can't protect you, and can't be a doorway for you to Jesus Christ. You sisters that take care of men, you spoil a man. Any woman that takes care of a man, he's your child. Therefore, you can't honor him in the role that God wants him to play when you've made him your child. Nature won't let you love what can't maintain you, can't protect you, and can't be a doorway for you to Jesus Christ.
Wow. Now that came from Farrakhan. Was that digitally remastered or Farrakhan said that? I'm just wow. See, and he had made
and vice versa.
Some valid points. He made
and vice versa.
So a woman should not spoil a man because that man then becomes your child if a woman got to take care of the man. So if a man take care of the woman, do that mean that that's that woman's? No, I think that's the role of the man. The role of the man is to be the head. So he's doing his role. But I know a lot of females that's breadwinners, and they do treat their husbands like they less than because they are the breadwinner. But and men, I need some more men on there to ask. Amali, what do you think about what he said?
Farrakhan. I don't really believe in money, and I believe you're a couple anyway, man or woman. It's y'all money, you know. Like if y'all in a relationship together, I never understood that, you know. Like that's like somebody starting a company together, and they say, "Well, I got this much in the company. How much did you make?" Like, nah, we made this much. You know, I doubt if the owner of 7-Eleven be like, let me see how much I made today. It's a few of them. It's gonna be like, how much did we make today? So if you're in a relationship, I think, and y'all really committed, and y'all married, that it ain't no this is mad, this is she do this and he do this. It's more like this is our plan. This might be her role in this relationship. Some roles the man work more. So it's just like, what's the difference? If the man was working, taking care of her, that's his daughter. Is he treating her? Can he ever really love her? Because he basically raising her like that's his child. See, it's different when a man do it, but soon a woman do it. Now this man become a kid. Now he get no respect. Now it's just like, what's the difference when it's the opposite role? Because nowadays we all can work. It's equal rights now. It ain't no more this like, oh, a man should do this, a woman should do that. So now it's like it can't work both ways. You can't be like, oh, women can do whatever man can do. Then they turn around when a woman do what some of these men doing. There's like, oh no, she shouldn't be doing this. This man should be doing this. Like, hey, look, that's what they got. If they together, that works for them, then so be it. But I'm not gonna judge that man or woman because they might not bringing something in that they relationship. They might not need to. I bet LeBron wife don't have to work. I'm pretty sure a lot of people that's famous, they partners don't have to work. I don't know too many women, but I'm pretty sure Monique husband or whoever that's rich out here that's in that industry, they husbands don't have to work. And I'm pretty sure they love them and they protect them. If somebody come to their house, they would die for them. You know, so it's just weird. It's religion though. Religion can stir your mind a certain way, and they use all these false prophets, including him.
That's why I said I didn't have an opinion either way, because I was like, wait a minute, that's not necessarily true. And I said, because like you said, two different parts and they click together to make a whole. I may be a woman that loves to go out here and work to corporate. My husband may be more domesticated. Don't you know that man, even though he's staying home, if he like to clean and cook, he is just as valuable as the person going out there to making the money. Because you got to have a place to bring the money to when you make it, and vice versa to the woman and the man. That's why women wanted equal rights. They wanted to get out of the kitchen because they said they work hard at home. So if a man stay home, he should be working hard at home too. It's how the whatever dynamic works for you. Your yin, I can't yuck with nobody else's young Farrakhan. Everybody is different. And if these two pieces go together and they can come up as one to rise, then so be it. You do what's best for you. You do what's best for your relationship. I can't do what's best for my relationship by doing what Molly doing in his relationship. You know why? Because that's Molly's and his boo relationship. That's not me and mine. And I can't say that what you're doing is wrong over there if it's working for you, just like you can't tell me what I'm doing over here is wrong. But, and I guess he's trying to, and is he putting it in the woman's mind that if you take care of these men, you should treat them like child? Because some women they may not have thought of like that, and then they may have heard this and say, you know what? He right. I am taking care of you. You are like my son. So therefore, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I mean, that may start another group of issues. Because everybody don't think like that. Because I'm financial, I take care of you. Oh, I need to disrespect you. I can't love you because I take care of you. Some people fall in love with the people they take care of. How did the black slaves fall in love with massa that beat them, abused them, and everything? And the black people sure took care of them. So how did explain that? You can't. Nobody can, you know. That's just interesting. Let me see what the audience is saying. Slicky said, just came on. Felicia said, for me, there's nothing wrong with a stay-at-home dad. That's right. So as long as he takes on the duties of the stay-at-home, exactly. I don't see anything wrong with men staying at home, being stay-at-home dad. And I don't feel that you less of a man because you stay home, because you're taking care of me, taking care of my home, you're taking care of my inter-sanctuary. So you cooking the meal for me, it's taking care of me. You running my bath water, it's taking care of me. You washing my clothes, you working, helping with the kids, that is taking care of me. Is that not? I'm confused when it says a woman in nature won't let a woman take care of the man. Well, in nature, the lions go out and work. The female lions go make the kill. And the lion at home with the cubs, and he take care of the tribe. And let another lion come up. He gonna whip that lion's butt. But the female lion to do the hunting and stuff. And so that's nature. So make that make sense, Farrakhan. I'm a little lost when you're saying that. Well, I'm just trying to, you know.
Even when they said, when I said vice versa, in certain instances, situations, I've seen men that controlled women, and when I say you can't re-raise an adult, if she's grown enough to say that she's going to be with you, marry you, have your children, and then when you get that piece of paper and then all of a sudden you beat them to make them love you more, or you to control them, but then you don't bring home the bacon, then what? You know, like you said, I mean, a housewife is the highest paid person in the world, but she gets none of that respect. So if a man do it, perfectly fine. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I've witnessed this myself right in Baltimore, Maryland, of how, and South Carolina, how men just try to re-raise a woman to what she's supposed to be to him. You've never heard of it?
I've seen it done with women trying to do that to a man too. You have to already, your job shouldn't tell you whether you're a man or not. Exactly. What you do don't make you you know, shouldn't say, oh, that's a man because he do construction work. That make a man. Oh, that makes that's a woman because she know how to cook in the kitchen. That, you know, that letting the job tell you what to do. Oh, because he cook in the kitchen He know how to cook. Now, does that make him not a man? No.
You remember that men could only be chefs. Men could only be on a grill cook. Women couldn't be a grill cook. They had to be waitresses or order callers back then. Women couldn't work on cars nor pump gas. They all had to be cashiers. And when they got paid, the man would come and pick up their paycheck. They couldn't pick up their paychecks either. So, I mean, for him to say that about a man, being spoiled, if this man is taking care of you and your family, why not spoil him? You don't fix his plate before you fix the kids' plates, but you spoil him. Or your woman, however.
Molly, what you say?
I say we got a lot of learning to do, but I just think history just repeating itself. Eventually it get back to the dark ages and everything will flip back around. But I think it's up to us, the people, not white, black people. I'm saying people in general at the bottom to realize that all this shit is fake. They program you to believe that it's a race thing. It ain't no such thing as race. Like it was a thing that, like, some people, if you believe it, it's true. But for those who actually understand that when you believe in it, then you start participating, then you part of it. You part of the problem. If you believe that white people better than you, that it is okay for them to treat you that way, that Jesus might be white and all these stories that they come up with, you indoctrinated because there's white people out here that believe the same thing. They wrong too. They believe they more superior. They think that they better than black people because they've been told this. So they actually believe it, but it's actually people that out here, white and black, that understand that we all want and that we need each other to actually grow. But those at the top, you don't, when you ever see white and black people really beefing at the top, they be shaking hands at the BET Awards. Everybody that wrote all the movies that y'all like, the movies that y'all just went to go see, they was all produced by white people. Even if they paid these black people, Tyler Perry, he ain't just get these studios. White people gave it to him. These white people working with him, they put him in a certain position so they can stay in a certain position. But we at the bottom thinking like, hey, let's support this black man. He working with the white man. At the bottom, we need to really work together just how they work together at the top. China man working with the white man, the African man, all them Haitians, they all working together. If you don't know that, just look up the treaty in Antarctica. If they could come up with a treaty and come together and say, look, y'all, we're going to come together and make this one decision, that means they didn't talk. They already together, but the problem again is to keep us asleep. And the whole time they got us thinking that this class should be better than that class. Money is really a thing. If you got this certain amount of money, you this person, you got this amount. No, take away all the money, then what? If we had to take away all the money, women would actually depend on men and men would actually depend on women. We would depend on each other. It wouldn't be no color thing. Whites, black, all us will be working together. That's why I think it's going to take a out of like extraterrestrial threat somewhere from out of this world. It ain't got to be true, but for them to make it a threat for us to come together, that's the only thing I can see. Yeah,
that's coming too.
That's my thoughts on it. I don't really get into race thing because it's really human. It's the human race. And then once you start saying I'm white, I'm black, I'm Chinese, that's caused division. Ain't no difference. I'm from DC, I'm from Maryland. Nigga won't fuck with niggas from Baltimore. Like, how do that make sense? It's one earth. It don't make sense, but they constantly make up division, ways to divide you. It don't matter if it's Michael Jordan and LeBron. Hey, Jordan better than LeBron, Michael better than James Brown. They all great, but they find a way to fool us to get us to competing against each other. And it happens all the time. It's just like we gotta wake up. We gotta wake up.
That's like fried chicken versus barbecue chicken. My fried chicken better than your chicken because mine's fried, mine's barbecue, mine's baked, mine's broiled, mine's fricassee, but it's all chicken.
Felicia said just one race, the human race. I agree. Licky woo boo. Preach.
Wow. Oh, my word. My word. Oh, before we get out of here, I want to mention one more thing that I saw. I didn't even want to bring it up to show the clip because I thought it was like a little disgusting. This lady, she was making a seafood boil and she used mice. Mice was one of the things in her seafood boil. She said she cleaned the mice and she ate it. and she got sick. She said she going to the hospital. She's telling y'all, don't eat mice. She was over here. She was like, I don't know what the mice did. And I'm like, saying to myself, wow. And she put it in her seafood bowl, y'all. Don't put no mice in the seafood bowl, Molly. What'd you say, Molly?
I don't know. I told Lee got a mic. She was saying something.
I said she got her one of those. She went and got her a 3 squeaker platter.
This is the last video of the day, y'all. Let's see what we got.
I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down. If we wanted to shut a whole city down, and I'm talking if we wanted to shut a whole intersection, interstate down, both sides.
It didn't play. What happened? The video didn't play.
I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down. If we wanted to shut a whole city down, and I'm talking if we wanted to shut a whole intersection, interstate down, both sides, you take 3 rednecks, less than 30 minutes to assemble some shit in their backyard with concrete wood. And if you took about 5 brothers from the hood to mix with them, it'd take them less than 10 minutes to set the shit up, and you'd have a whole interstate shut down. You couldn't take a Mack truck through that motherfucker. You couldn't stop us. No wonder they tried to divide us so much. Pay attention.
But you think about what he said. We not talking about that. That is exactly along the lines that we were talking about. If we could get so much done if we come together, unite. That's just like having a pencil. You could break a pencil easily, but when you get a handful of them, 12 or 10 of them, you can't break that junk easily. But one pencil, you could click them all day. Click, click, click. Get a bunch. Not so easier to break as it was individual. That just says that there's strength in numbers, and that if we want to actually tear something down or build something up, we're going to have to come together and do it. Come together and do it. That's just it. I tell you. What Felicia said, that lady must come from a country where they eat mice. No. She said she just wanted to try it. She's seen it and she wanted to try it. So look, she can come over here. I got a mouse over here. She can come and cook in the pot. I need a cat. I think I need a cat. But it's like that. I live on the ground floor, and whenever it's cold outside or too much rain or like flood, you see a mouse come in. They call them field mouse. I don't care if they field mouse, out front mouse, out back mouse. I don't care. I do not like those squeakers. Those are not for me. I love them. Let them live outside in their environment. I don't want them living with me. I don't want that. I don't want roaches. And I'm blessed and thankful. Because living in an apartment is hard to maintain. But I don't have a bug problem here where I live. And I thank goodness for that, because they do come and exterminate. Now, can they do the same thing with the little mouse? They said they can't because it's their old building, and they said they live in the walls. And if there's a hole in your unit, they'll get in your unit. They cut from the walls in your unit. Well, I need to fix these daggone holes, apartment people. And it didn't start. I didn't see any mice until a few years ago when they redid the kitchen. And that's because they took the stuff out the wall, and that's where the opening in my unit came from, because and that's when, after that, that's when the squeakers came. And they was like, oh, this isn't closed behind your stove. Or, oh, this isn't closed here behind you. Well, then y'all open it, fix it. And every now and then, one creep in, but one is too much for me. I've been living in this apartment almost 30 years. 26 years is a long time. And only within the last few years have I had this problem. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Little mouth. Just eat them. Being basically that's what people doing. I'm like, it's hard to catch a mouse for one. They eating them, you know. So it's basically somebody caught it, you ate it. It's weird. I don't even know how that story even stuck in your head.
Because it was a black lady, she country accent. Her neck was swelled up and red. She was like, I'm going to the hospital. And I was thinking because she ate the seafood, she had an allergic reaction to the seafood. She said she put mice in her seafood boil because she's seen it somewhere like over Korea or China, wherever they eat rodents. And she wanted to try it in the seafood boil. She said that she boiled it just like they said to get the hair and skin off of it, just like they said do. I've seen that video where the man had that big old, but that wasn't no mouse, that was a big old rat. He took it by his tail, dipped it in the water, and that thing was huge. And he peeled the skin off. We've seen videos like that, right? And somebody told her to put it in the bowl. She got the recipe, and she wanted to put mice in the seafood bowl. That wild game meat. I'm thinking like if a mice eat anything, they can have bacteria, diseases. That's for anything we eat, any animal. And maybe she eating some poison. Maybe somebody gave that mouse some mouse poison. That's why she was able to catch it. And now it's her. I don't know if she made it to the hospital or not. But
yeah, that's dumb. That's like man, a chicken on the side of the road.
Is that ignorant or is that dumb?
Both.
I'm grown. I've seen it and I wanted to try it. Well, how about trying some death?
No, you try buying a clean mouse. You know, like you gotta buy the right one. Dang, you didn't get the same place from where they got it from. You know, everybody trying to.
She caught hers.
Monkey see, monkey do world. You know, it's like certain food got to be cooked perfect. You know, or you can die from it. Certain dishes out here, so like I don't know.
And like crabs. Like in Florida, they got these crabs, Molly. I know you've seen it. You've been to Florida. That they call land crabs. These are crabs that, and they're at the beach. They come out from under the sand. But I didn't know that they had to feed them crabs when they catch them. They don't cook them right then and there when they catch them. They catch them and they keep them for like 3 or 5 days, and they feed them certain stuff. They said to get the poison out of the crab. So they're feeding the crab stuff to get that idea, so they can be able to eat the crab, because that crab eat dead things. So, yeah.
Don't eat it. What up, Booba?
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good morning. We're talking about eating mice in the seafood boil.
Eating mice? Mice in the M-I-C-E? In a seafood boil? It's no longer seafood. That's like surf and turf now. I'm just saying. They call it seafood.
I don't know. She's making mice gumbo. I heard people say mice sound like chicken. There's a black lady too, and that was the first time that I seen a black person eating the. Well, we didn't see her eating mice. She was all messed up because she ate the mouse. So I don't know. And I just said,
well, if you eating any carry out, you taste the rats. So I mean, I don't know the difference, rat and mice tasting. Because if you have eaten out of any of these carry outs in DC, especially back in the day, you had a little bit of mice, a little bit of rat, little ratatouille has came across your table. You just didn't know. I always wonder why the ribs came in the carry out look so small and little red. I was like, what kind of ribs is this? This is not a cow rib. It's not a pork rib. Why it's so tiny? Now we know. It was actually rat rib. Huh?
I said, I'm glad I don't eat Chinese food like that.
Yeah, but this shit was like over about, oh God, I would say at least over 10 or 15 years ago. They did a raid in DC of all the carryouts. And all the nightmares came true. There was rats and cats and dogs missing that had been found. DNA evidence of Grover being here. You know, Grover being here. We found a paw in the refrigerator, and we matched the paw prints up to Lil Lassie. You know. I'm just saying, no, they did. They found. Look, man, these people was terrible. It was terrible. You know what I'm saying? And no wonder. Have you ever seen a meat truck pull up in front of a carryout?
No.
You seen fish, but not meat. Think about it. I seen fish, but not meat.
I never paid any attention. I never. Molly, and you.
You wonder why the rat population was slimming down where you used to stay at.
Well,
we used to have a lot of rats around. What do you say, Molly?
I stay on Willow Road, and we used to go to Star Curry. Y'all still there. They never delivered. Like, you gotta come get them. That's how good they so-called is. But they used to have like 50 rats right out front, eating out the trash can, just in and out. And I used to be like, why they don't do nothing about it? Now they make sense because whenever they need
exactly. You're literally looking at tomorrow's dinner right in front of the building. That's what you call
right in front
harvesting right there. They was harvesting. Getting them fattened up. Everybody had nice nutritional shit out there for those rats. You know what I'm saying? Fatten those rats up.
Like 50 rats?
Hell yeah. Just how they feed the chickens, they was feeding the rats. There was a trash can up front.
Oh.
Like I said, think about it, everybody. Have you guys ever said, I seen rats here? K.O. Lexington. Oh, okay. Somebody, okay. There's the DJ Slicky said he don't seen rats eat over there at Lexington Market or whatever. Of course, the rats in Lexington Market, they move a little slower. They be on drugs too.
No, I seen them in the meat thing jumping over. They're worse than the roaches. If you could pluck the roaches off the cake, you'll see a rat jumping over the pig, feeding all the meat stuff. It's like,
yeah,
Daddy, what's this? Daddy was like, yeah, you come in.
I just saw Lee.
Lee back.
Yeah.
The market, it was pretty bad. And I accidentally seen that with my own eyes. DC had a farmer's market. Farmer's market ain't nothing like Lexington Market. When it comes to bad, farmers market is clean. The one that used to be the Oak Street Market and stuff, because you didn't see they rodents out in the daytime when the people shopping. Lexington Market.
Well, we were there respectful. There's a difference between respectful rats and disrespectful rats. Those are real hood rats they have over there. Ours are conservative rats. All right, our rats look. When it's time for church, our rats get away. They know when people come in, they're respectful. I once was walking, the rat stopped and did like this. You know what I'm saying? Told me, go ahead. You know?
The rat pose?
Yeah, he did like this. He's like, go ahead. I was like, go ahead. Hey, yo, man. DC rats are different.
The rats are smart. My cousin
of course.
That she was volunteer at a church, and there was rats in the parking lot. And what they did, they got up under her hood in her engine. And she took a rat home. She said that they saw the rat and something was wrong. He must have chewed something. They popped the hood and the rat jumped out. She said her and her husband was screaming, both of them.
I wonder who jumped in whose arm. If her husband jumped in her arm, we know that's a problem.
Some people can't deal with mice and stuff like that. I know I scream like a biatch when I see them because it's just creepy to me.
No.
Certain animals give me the willies, and that's one of them.
As a kid, as a kid in the hood, I could stomp a rat out with no problem. Till I saw that movie Ben with Michael Jackson did the theme song Ben, a friend we had no more. I didn't know rats could bite and mice could bite. So after I saw that movie, I was so scared. I went back and ran away home, and I was like, I ain't fucking with y'all niggas tonight. I ain't messing with y'all no more.
Well, don't see Willard. Willard is a sick movie But a man, the mice.
Well, I'm not going to see with it. I'm telling you, majority of my life coming up after that movie. I remember one time I was like in the 8th grade or something, and some of my buddies, we all went to Wheaton Plaza. You know, we just go up there with my town. So that was like, oh, you know, man. And we went through this pet store. When I say all the hair on the back of my neck, and I didn't have none, and it raised up out of nowhere, I ran through the mice aisle. Like my man was wondering what the fuck happened to me. I literally ran through that. I was so nervous. What did he say? I seen some rats looking at TV. In this lady house, DJ Slick, he said he seen a rat looking at TV. That's my show. That's my show. And it's my favorite movie, Ratatouille. Please play it again.
Like they come out with Family Time. They say we part of the family, nigga. This Family Time.
Hell yeah. I remember like I say, I was a kid. One time we at my house, right? My apartment. And I'm over at Northwest Linwood building. So my mother decided to move downstairs to get away from my father. So she probably did a trickeration on my father. That's how she got rid of my father. She told the people upstairs at the rental office to tell them that we moved. So when this nigga came home, we just moved from the 3rd floor to the 1st floor. I'm looking at my father outside, frustrated as shit, kicking shit and all this shit. I couldn't say shit. I couldn't say shit. The whole time we just moved downstairs. Oh, that shit. Hey, my mother was a Houdini with that one. But what fucked up was we moved downstairs, around the corner from the trash compactor. Lord have mercy. Man. So one morning I'm watching TV. So my friend's watching TV. I know these niggas is around, but you know, this one little rat, oh, not rat, but a mouse, because we ain't had rats, we had mouse. That was like the, you know, because you had a rat nigga, we was definitely going. Yeah. This nigga coming from the television, I'm talking about all my buddies, we watching cartoon, getting ready to go to school, because I live closer to Nativity. And this nigga stopped right in front of the television and looked at us. We looked back, and my friends was like trying to ignore him. I tried to ignore him. And my other buddy, he's my friend too, but this the loudest motherfucker, the tallest nigga, and he's the most joniest nigga. That nigga said, "Oh shit!" The rat looked around like, "Oh shit, what happened?" We all, you know, all looking around, and he broke. So he's like, "Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that?" I was like, "What?" Everybody was shocked. He said, "Nah, we seen that." Then this nigga gonna run right past the TV again. I said, "You bitch ass nigga." Everybody was trying to act like we ain't see it, but he gonna come back and make sure he was seen. And I would never let that shit. Every time I go to school, my man asked me, "What's up, little Benny? What's up, little Benny?" What's up? Hey, I can't stand them motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. But I'll tell you this much though. The rats are the only people surviving gentrification right now. Real talk. They're the only people. Look, all the black people on out moving and shit. The rats are the only one. And then you can see how gentrification is affecting the rats though. Like our rats used to be big in DC. Now these niggas looking like in shape. They limber and shit. Because all the food, the healthy shit they feeding out. You know, I saw a muscular rat the other day. This shit scared the shit out of me. Now you're going to start hearing my people getting their asses whooped in the damn alley by 10 muscular rats. You know, then what happened? Rats robbing people. You know, look, it's going to get out of hand, y'all. Stop gentrifying our rats. We like fat, lazy rats, all right? Because our rats, yeah.
Rat ain't going, you could get them and they capture them good and all that.
Right. But if you can catch them niggas.
Kill the cat.
Man, look.
The cat. Rat fighting cats.
But the cats can't even catch the rats now. They so fast and limber. You know what I'm saying? They just like the rats are doing CrossFit now. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. Stop feeding.
A rat on your Peloton seat.
Yeah, like exactly. Wake up in the morning, the rat on your Peloton, clapping his hands. You know what I'm saying? There's a serious problem over here, man. We got our rats. We got educated rats are in shape. This shit is DC is taking over. They are changing our rats, y'all. You know, hashtag bring our old rats back.
And forget HI, is RI. Rodent intelligence is coming.
Yeah, they did. Hey man, I've heard of the military using rats before in covert, you know what I'm saying, operations. So, you know, it might have been a rat from your neighborhood that was recruited. So shout out to that rat representing your hood and his country. You
know, they use a rat to give summons now because when you can't get the person because they looking for another person, they knocked on my friend Tracy, TMJ door, and he was trying to get served with child support papers. They could never serve this nigga, so they had a rat go under his door with the letter, and when he picked it up, it was the summons, and on the back said, "You've been served." And the rat squeaked and went back under the door. I'm like, trained Ben to do
Squeak, bitch. You've been served, bitch. For example.
He was like, "What is this?" The rat pushed the letter right there under the door. Here you go. And he picking it up, reading it, you know. And the rat
was like, nah, you couldn't hear it. To us, it sounded like a squeak, but the rat was saying, "You've been served, bitch." You know. Squeak, squeak, squeak. That was 3 syllables.
Like, what the? And he couldn't believe it. Oh, hell. I'm like, yeah. Rats are so smart nowadays. When you set a trap for you or set a trap for them, you set a trap for you. Because they'll eat the peanut butter out the trap. And you'd be like, this trap don't work. How did it? Bam! It worked. How did it get the peanut butter? What rat lowered another rat down on the buoy to grab the peanut butter off the trap and then, you know, or they push it out the way. I had a rat so smart.
Rat Mission Impossible.
That I set the trap, the glue trap. How about he pushed the glue trap out the way and to get up under the
Oh no. They pass down the information like folktale to the other rats about the new traps and shit. They got dimensions, everything written up on the board showing you how the trap work, how to get around it, and if you were to tap your foot in it, how to get off. In emergency, you can't. In emergency, you can't find cyanide. You just chew your foot off and get away. 3-legged rat gone. But I've seen it happen. There's been a whole foot just laying there. So I'm just saying, the rats are vicious.
A mouse get off a mouse trap, and I scream like a biatch. Squeaking, and the more I screamed, the more it squealed, and it shook its way over. I was like, "Oh no!" I said, "Oh no!"
That's crazy. I saw Stepdaddy for a minute, but you know, my other half and half. Where you at?
Stepdaddy, come tell about your show. We about to end it. Booba Cow, Miss Alicia's looking for the book. So
Yeah. I'm almost finished. I was reading last night. I'm reading again today.
Did you read your character yet? No.
Hey, DJ Slicky said a rat head and kicked a cat's ass.
I believe it.
Hey, I seen the dog get at the rat, but the cat just looked at both of them like, "This y'all work, not mine." You know, like the cat was like this, going back and forth. The rat is chasing the dog. The dog tried to chase the rat, then the rat get pissed off, chase him. As the actual video, you can check it out on Facebook and TikTok. Dog fights rat. It's terrible, and the rat was winning.
I thought the dogs beat rats. I thought the dog would bite a rat head off.
Yeah, but it was a smaller dog, but it was a bigger rat. So it was just unmatched, right? It wasn't right. The match wasn't set up right. Hey Lee, what did you praying or pondering? You look like you was praying upon it. You look like you was getting ready to do a message for your congressional run. Like this message has been brought to you by. Look at her.
That I should.
Fifth district of Alexandria. Huh? What's that, babe?
Oh no. I don't. Where I am, there's no mice. We got baby frogs, but we don't have very many mice. We don't see those.
I don't know which I'd be more nervous with, the rats or the frogs. Because the frog was all up in the blade and the Bible and all that. Look out, Lee, because there's frogs around your house.
The little teeny things. The frogs they eat mosquitoes. We don't have very many of those either. And flies.
Tree frogs.
And if you was French, you'll be eating them too. You'll be eating the frog. It's just like the food, like food chain.
No, I don't do. No, I don't do
frog legs. Like
there's a
chicken.
story behind that, but I don't.
Have you tasted frog legs?
You've never eaten them. Have you?
I ate an alligator. That was close as I've been. I've eaten snails. Escargot.
Escar seasoned.
Yeah, it was
So
it was
you
good.
eating the slug. Yeah, that's a sperm.
Those were slugs.
It's a slug. Is it what?
That's sperm.
No, it's not. You always come with some nasty shit. If y'all know, no, don't believe. If you went to the school of Lee, you're asking to get your diploma and burn it and go ask for your money back. Do not listen. These words are only from Lee and Lee Education. Do not follow Lee. I'm telling y'all. It would be a terrible road. She would run you right into a brick wall. I'm trying to tell y'all this shit. Because you getting lead navigation, and you get lead navigation. That's one eye to a one way to a door and a wall. I'm telling you, do not follow me. Talk about some damn sperm.
So what you calling me a dick?
Lee, get out of here, Lee.
So what you calling me a dick? That's talking about sperm.
No, Lee. No.
This ain't Freaky Friday or Wellness Wednesday. So,
Good Lord. Get out of here. You come up with that shit, Lee.
That's worse than the rat. I don't know what you gonna eat, a rat or I don't know. Anyway,
I continuously say, if you have lived in Washington D.C. and ate from a carryout, you have eaten a rat. Okay, you had tasted rat, especially you had them ribs from the carryout. Those are rat ribs. All right, because imagine to regular size ribs, those are not.
Wasn't me.
I had them back in the day, and I always questioned them.
Nope.
I was chewing and eating, but questioning. And when I went back and got more rat ribs, I questioned it again.
Oh, it must have been good.
It was though, little tiny little rib, but it was chewy and then you know what I'm saying. So push come to shove. I'm just saying.
Now you know what? Now Booba Cow. Now you know
did you just
rats don't have bones.
You just realized that was me, Lee. You literally just realized this whole time it was me, Lee.
No, I knew that was
we
you.
gotta get that out.
I realized that you told that fictitious one. Rats don't have bones.
DC rats do.
Rats do not have bones.
DC rats do. They're cartilage. It's cartilage. It's not bones. It's cartilage. That's why they're so chewy when I was chewing them. It was chewy because it was cartilage. You can eat cartilage. You eat pig ears. You know what that is.
Hell yeah, I eat pig ears.
Hell yeah. Well, there you go. That rat ribs. Yeah. Is that rat rib taste? Like
I said,
little
if it don't have a bone in it, I'm not eating it.
And look, also there was cooking them cats. We might have had cat ribs. Might have been cat ribs. Exactly.
You know what's really crazy? The Yakami joints in Baltimore when I was a kid. There was 99,000 cats around there, and they,
What's a Yakami joint?
A Yakami joint? That used to be what they call Chinese carryout in Baltimore.
Oh,
a Yakami joint.
Well, that's
anyway,
right we call them carryout.
And yeah, that's what y'all call them now, but we call them Yakami joints. Chinese people, Korean people. However, there was like 99,000 cats around there, and they didn't have any soy sauce. And the following week, they had soy sauce, and I just knew those black cats. That's where the soy sauce came from.
Soy sauce.
Once again,
is these
soy? So
answers
it was the black,
are coming strictly from Lee.
Stuff that's in the package. I thought it came from black cat.
From soybeans. Soy.
Exactly.
I did not know any better.
Once again,
I thought they had to squeeze the juice out of the black cat.
This is not coming from the Wake Up Show. We do not go by nothing. Don't put
juice from a black cat.
Exactly.
No, I was a teenager. I was a teenager.
Soy sauce is from the soy plant is from soybeans, not black cats. Once again, if you went to Lehigh or went to Lee College, please turn in your diploma and get back your 25 cents
you got for your
education. Pardon me?
Did you hear what I just said? That's when you went to school at a public school in Baltimore. If you don't know, you're scared to ask anybody.
Lee went to the worst public school. There are people in Baltimore right now pissed off at you, Lee. They're like, my education is slightly better
And
than that.
honestly, I'm not lying. I'm not lying to you. The school was right across the street. I mean, you cross the street here, you go here. There's a bar, Bunky Bar, and the Yakami joint was right there. The school was right there. The Yakami joint was right there. There was no one for me to ask. But then they didn't have any pork, Yakami ketchup with the beef, and then all the cats went away, and they had some. They had
I'm
all
mad
of
you
it. They
came
had
up with a whole new
sauce,
stereotypical name for Chinese people and Koreans, Asian people, Yakamis. So today was the birth of Lee's new racial term for Asians, Yakamis. So
The Yakami people. So that's Lee, not at the Morning Mac show, but
not the morning show at all. Noah Bubakal. And we're look, if you have
Wait a minute,
any
hold on. That is not a race.
the opinions and
That was
known
not a
facts
race.
from Lee only and Lee education of the Yakamis. This is a documentary
not
got
a
coming
racial
3 parts.
term.
It's going to be on the National Geographic, and you know they went out of business, so it's going to be on there.
Stop it. She said she was not using it as a racial term. The Yakami people. She was not.
No, it was just what she
not
knew.
using it as a racial term. It was a name. It was what they named the as you called it, the carryout. I mean, back in the day, they used to call it the what did they call it? It was China. They subjected the Chinese carryout versus like Subway. Now they just say Subway or the Dragons. If someone said the Dragon, you knew it was Chinese food. If someone says Subway, you know now that it's a Subway. You're going to get a sandwich. Kentucky Fried Chicken, you knew you was going to a building and get you some daggone Kentucky Fried Chicken. You say Yakami, you ain't know what you was going to get.
Sorry to all our Asian fans.
Just the way the world.
Lee is just Donald Trump this morning, just don't know it, but I say Lee Trump is all this morning. Forgive her, y'all, but she's not putting out what she says.
This show
hold on.
took a dark turn.
Do me a favor. Do not put me in. Don't put me. I don't have any charges. That man got more charges than Ray Ray and Pookie together.
I'm just saying, we just talking about choice words.
Hold on.
Choice words.
That man got 99 charges. That man got 99 charges and a bitch is one. He just had to pay a bitch $83.3 million. He done surpassed Jay-Z.
Hey, well,
had 99 problems and a bitch ain't one.
No, he had one bitch was a problem.
The bitch won the case.
Stormy Daniels wasn't one.
Sound like she won the case and everything. Look, tonight, y'all, is Monday Madness on the Morning Mac show, but it's also Mike Check Monday at Martinez. Gwen is back. She's hosting Martinez tonight. Come on out and check her out. Boom, tonight at Martinez, 8:30. Showtime, but I don't know what time we're going to get started. But they say 8:30. Y'all just be there at 8:30.
Negro time. Hey,
all right.
Hey, Reese, I sent you a topic. I sent you a topic so you can share with Marley, and I think we should talk about it. I sent it to your phone. So let me know what day. You know. Well, basically, it's talking about our history in Egypt and all that, and how the story of Jesus was already there prior to Jesus.
We can talk about Turn Up Tuesday. We can talk about it tomorrow.
All right. Okay. Cool. It'll turn us up. I tell you that much. It might turn up some Christians too. So I don't know.
He getting turning it up already. And then don't forget
already.
I tell y'all, I was asked to do a show in Baltimore on March the 3rd. Sandy Bernstein. The flyers coming out, so I'm gonna be busy on March.
No. Hey, you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say. You're not gonna like what I'm telling you this. I just decided to try to move my birthday show to the 3rd on that Sunday so I can make room for everybody that got shows on Saturday. And I can't get Atkinson Hall.
We did the same thing.
Huh?
Lee having a show on the 3rd too. How everybody having
No,
a show on the
mine is
3rd?
on the first. Mine is on the first.
Hers on the
Okay.
first. Hers on the first. So definitely, Lee, you know you need to come through because it's our birthday. So yeah, we both share the 4th. So I on the 3rd, because on the 1st I'm not gonna be here. That's the only problem because I'm gonna be in Cambridge, Maryland. I'm along with Lawrence Arns and Oral Henry.
Cambridge is here. Cambridge ain't a long way.
It's an hour and a half away, Lee.
That's not me talking to you.
No, it was a mistake. God damn, I said Reese, I fixed myself. Give a nigga 5 seconds just to make it up. You know what I'm saying? Reese is an hour and a half away. If I can make it back in time, which I doubt, I will. But it's an hour and a half away. The show starts around by what 7, 8 o'clock. It's 2, and I'm doing 2 shows.
Wow.
So I'm not gonna be able to.
No, you're definitely not gonna make that. I was trying to do it on the 2nd, but someone booked a venue.
And I was trying to do mine on the 2nd, but there's a drag show that I can't compete with. So
you said a drag show?
Yes, drag show.
We gotta talk.
I'm not the one throwing it, but I can hook you up though. I can hook you up with the guy that runs the place.
I don't want to see that. I don't want.
I love a good drag show.
You say you don't want to see the drag show, Reese?
I don't want to see you in drag. That'd be like watching Wesley Snipes. Don't.
I never. First of all, I don't know how I got included in the drag show. You know, I just said they was doing something there. I didn't say I would be there. I said it was doing something there. See how rumors start. I told you about your rumor mill shit, Reese. You always putting some shit on people and they'll start a whole new rumor. You like the put that shit, the telephone game all over again with one person. Tell you one thing, you come out a whole nother information.
And I said I wouldn't want to see you in drag. That's all.
That's a thought you need to keep to yourself, not on damn camera, so everybody can get this visual. And I'm getting a terrifying visual. Hell no.
You gonna be Zima Jackson?
It's getting ready to get worse. It's getting ready to get worse because I was getting ready to ask you how much would you charge to do it.
I'm not even gonna answer that shit. I'm not letting you catch me like the mother. You're not catching me in that shit. They ain't no
we both come out on our birthday in the dress. How about that?
I just got it.
It'd be more of a phenomenon. It'd be something more of a phenom for them to see you in the dress than me. So I mean, let's keep it at keep them shock factor with you in the dress. How about that?
Love Wesley Snipes played Noxzema Jackson. You could be his baby sister, Maybelline. Because they got Maybelline cosmetics. And and Lee, you can be Mac. Isn't it Maybelline?
There you go. The Max Factor. The Max Factor. And you Maybelline. Could it be Maybelline?
It's beautiful Maybelline. I said you got Noxzema Jackson, you got his little sister Maybelline.
See, this is what black men are going through today. See this? Y'all see this? This all you men out there, you see this bullshit we going through? I get it from both sides. There's a heterosexual woman over here and a half sister over here. And this is what I'm just being quiet and look how they're trying to emasculate me right on it. You see what's happening. This is how it is right now for us black men. Fight back. Don't you know what I'm saying? Fight the dress, fight the bullshit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We need to start getting back like maybe against like Mormon women. The Mormon women ain't gonna talk this shit to us and give it to us. So look out for all the Mormon women out there. Bless the Mormon women. They'll stay with us, you know what I'm saying? Bless the Mormon women. Yes. You need that. You need that, baby. I can dig that. I can dig that. I'm outside. I told you. Pardon me? What is that?
Anybody
I'm sorry.
want one?
Nope, I'm good. Thank you. I brush my teeth when I get up in the morning.
Noodle, what she got? Yakimi noodle, what she got?
I don't know something about the Yakima and outdoors. I don't know what she's going on about. She's on her Trump rage this morning. I don't know. So first she started off with the Yakima, then actually going to me trying to emasculate me. And so I don't know what else Lee is up to, y'all. She could just be at anybody right now talking shit about you and about to get at you. Now she's talking about people with halitosis out there telling them, I guess, what to do. I don't know where this is coming from, but you know, Lee be on the rampage in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I just sometimes I gotta stay away from her just to get away negativity and have a good day. You know, my half and half is just off the wrong half.
It's not negative, man. That is it was.
It is very
Hey, I
negative
was
to try
doing
to
it for
make a
the
man
funny. I
talk
didn't
about
mean
man
to
wearing the
take it
dress early in the
personal.
morning. You know what this does? You hear all over the internet. We're calling each other kings now, and we were trying to keep that in there. Now you try to turn us back to queen. Queen was a white man. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? What is she doing, Lee? What is she, Reese? Reese Lee. Y'all need to get away some E's from your names or something. Somebody change the Rhea or Leah. Get away from the E. The shit is confusing me. I feel like a 85-year-old man right now after I've been drinking and boozing all night. I don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So.
Call me Althea, Bubakov. That makes it easy. Call me Althea. But
that takes so long though. Althea. Okay. I mean, I love you. I love you, Reese. But it's like when I say your name, Althea, I feel like I'm on one of the Oprah movies or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just you know, where's Althea? You know what I'm saying? And Remo, and it just is some names from the South. You just like, what the fuck? It's too much. I like Reese. It's just Reese. You know what I'm saying? It's just one syllable, Reese. So people say Reese. I say no, Reese. That's cool. But then Lee, here she come with her single syllable. Lee, Reese. Y'all sound like two terrible twins. You know what I'm saying? Lee and Reese. Or they call y'all one name, Lee Reese. Yeah, here come Lee Reese. Them bitches crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. We twins.
That's a good description.
That was a little more. That was too educated for me. That's over my head. I didn't get it.
It's okay. It comes slower. It'll reach there. I'm sorry. Just give it time. Give it time, like technology. It'll reach you soon. Just soon. and how's that TLC phone working for you? Yeah,
who?
Right over the head again. There it is. Right there. Never mind, baby.
No, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
Oh, well, I hope your hearing ain't going. But I said we love you, Lee. That's what I said.
Oh, wait a minute, comedian Dave Carter in the building, and let me tell y'all, Dave got something coming up.
David Carter.
Black
y'all know that's Clarence Carter's son.
Dave, you have to come on the show this week and tell the people what you got going on, Dave, so the people can hear from your voice, your mouth.
Come on, man.
And I'm telling you, y'all gonna like what Dave got going on. Yes.
Hey, look, shout out to Dave Carter. Listen. Shout out to Dave Carter too. I did Room 919. That shit was off the chain. I was there with Big Mike, Laughing Lenny, my man Billy, Billy Presley. Who else? Kevin Anthony. Hey, we turned it up, man. You know what I'm saying? As the youngest person in the room with them dudes, you know, it was off the chain. And I got to sell them AARP cards, each and every last one of them. So, yeah, that was.
Look,
but shout out to my man Dave.
I be trying to tell y'all.
Nah, hey, look, I got my passport and my visa. I made it out there. So I'm gonna tell you that if you can get out there around that way, you have a good time. And once you get inside, it look modern. So don't think it's gonna be like sidewall something. No, it is nice. It's in a nice little parking lot. If you had a cigar bar, in case you run out of roll-ups or something, you can get it right there too. And it's a good time out there.
And it's nice and it's bright. All those other places look like dungeons that look dark. This place is nice and bright and nice and clean, and the seats sit high up and you can talk.
Yeah,
and
staff was great too. Staff was great. It was excellent. You know what I'm saying?
And the drinks, I like that. I don't drink. Everybody know I'm not a drinker, but them frozen daiquiri drinks. Oh yeah. They had one the last time I went that strawberry joke.
Took her down memory lane. But nah. You know, I support David Carter Room, and you know, this message is brought to you by Bubucal and the people that represent him.
This message is brought to you by Reese because Reese told Bubucal.
I approve of this message. Say what?
I've been telling everybody to get out there.
Well, you know, I wanted to roll with Dave. I wanted to roll with Dave and Gwen, so that's why, you know. But I you know, because I hear about
Room.
Room.
To the room before that. You needed to have your butt out there before that, but he finally made it. Long as he came, it don't matter when he come, long as he come. So won't you all come? The doors to Barn on Wednesday. Come.
But tonight Mike Check. And also shout out to my homegirl, Black Brown Sugar. She's doing Farouz room. If y'all VA, if you can't make it out to Mike Check, if y'all VA Alexandria, head out Farouz. You know, I might be at either one of them, or a bar near you, or a dispensary near you. One of the two.
Could be at both.
I could be at all four at one time. Bar, dispensary, and a comedy club. All the same time. I got one coming out for you.
The Mike Check Mondays with us, me and Gwen. He gonna come party because I want to get his jungle yell. Booba-cow! I just love yelling that name. It brings up the energy. It makes you want to fight. It makes you want to rumble when you
let's go, man. Nah, but I do love energy. I need energy. I try when I get on stage, I tell them, you know, I gotta ask them a couple times. Like, how y'all feel? Because I need that shit. You know, I play football, man. I get riled up. I know, like you said, my name is energy. So bring the energy. I try to bring the energy when I come. But I had a great time over there, man. Cause Dave, man, he let me ride, man. He let me rock. So, you know, much love to Dave on that one. And do y'all know David Carter is actually Clarence Carter's son? David Carter. He got his song coming like his father. Clarence Carter.
And look, he the main one. He the daddy calling Dave Carter, Clarence Carter.
Hey, but I bet a bunch of Clarence Carter fans be lining up around there next week. Hey, butt cheeks in the seats is always a win.
Why can't he be Sean Carter's cousin or Mr. Carter or part of the Blueprint? Why he got to be the blind man? The nasty blind man, blues singer son.
He's a classic.
He's a lot of Carters. Jimmy Carter. He could have been the cousin of Jimmy Carter. There's a lot of Carters. Sean Carter.
So now you putting him back on the farm, the peanut farm. The man black name put on the peanut farm. You know what I'm saying? What is wrong with you, Reese? You always just the negative person, just reaching for the wrong. You want to put me in the dress, now you want to put David Carter on the motherfucking peanut farm. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's right. Man, family did all they don't fall for it to get off the plantation. Then you want to put them back on the plantation, a peanut plantation of all places. Peanut butter is very easy to come by now.
Black people invented peanut butter because all the peanut butter names the name of the white slave master.
George Washington Carver.
Skippy. Then you know because the white people done took it, the black man that made the peanut butter. You know the white people done took it because they put their name all on it.
Yeah, George Washington Carver. That's who made it. That's who made the peanut butter. They made the peanut. He the one discovered peanut butter, other things. But he was like his name. It's a whole building, agricultural building named after him.
He stole it. Skippy and Diff done stole it.
No, his nephew worked for them dudes, and they seen him bring the lunch one time. He's like, "What is that?" You know what I'm saying? Let me see that, young man. And he said, "Here you go. My uncle make this. You know, we call it peanut soft." He said, "Peanut soft. Let's taste it. Hey."
That reminds me of when that little black boy was down in Baltimore and the cop stopped him. He was melting this cheese up under this pan. And the cop said, "Little boy, what you got there? What kind of cheese is that?" And the little black boy said, "Nacho cheese." It's not yours. It's not cheese. Nacho cheese. Not nacho, but not yours. Nacho
I get it.
Cheese.
Got you. You gonna land it. You gonna force that one in, huh? And you gonna get it today, nigga. You gonna get you.
Nacho cheese. I thought it was funny.
Kick ass comedy. You know, she really kick your ass. You don't laugh. You know.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Hey,
Ass comedy.
I did last night. I did a room last night. It wasn't that bad. It's at the old Dirty Water. What'd you say?
This is Gwen. The show is coming to the end. Gwen, say hi to the people. Gwen?
When edibles were kicked in early.
Hello? Yeah, we're ending the show right now as we speak. Say hi to the people. I'm just telling them to come out this Monday. Might check Monday. Check one.
The connection is not by AT&T, T-Mobile, or none of the main brands. This promotion. This
now. I call you back in 3 minutes. We gone.
Which I had the Cricket connection. This connection was brought to you by Cricket. And sorry, Gwen, they had you on the Cricket connection because we couldn't hear you. But for what it's worth, I think Reese just reiterated everything you said. I think I heard something like something you were saying, but yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can no longer use Cricket. You know, Boost Mobile will even be better, but this is not going to work. So shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all on the Morning Max show. My man Molly Ma and Molly Moss. Get the Molly Moss when you see him. You know what I'm saying? And whatever resources he has to share and, you know, sell you. But, you know, peace.
And shades of blue.